What's up, Geeksters? It's me, Omar from Geekster Labs, and today I have a sponsored review for a smart home product that was sent to me by Amaryllo. And so this is their Apollo Indoor Biometric 360-degree auto tracking security camera. So this product retails for around $200, and it comes in black and white. And so I'll provide the link down below in the description if you're interested in checking it out after this review. So now I'm going to do the unboxing of this product and show you what comes included in the box. Then we'll discuss some of the features and specs of this camera, and then I'll give you a guided tour of the app. So without further ado, let's get to the review. So let's see what comes included in the box. So first off, we'll find the included power wall adapter and the micro USB cable, which is about 7 feet long. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Wherever you plan on installing this camera, you'll need to make sure you'll be able to get power to it. Next in the box, we have the wall or ceiling bracket, which includes the screws and screw anchors to secure it. Last thing in the box is the camera itself, which as you can see is very small. So let's take a closer look at the camera and discuss some of its specs. So the camera itself is actually a little over 3.5 inches tall and almost 4 inches wide, and it's very lightweight, weighing only 250 grams. So on the front of the camera, we have quite a few sensors. First, we have the motion detection sensor, and then we have 8 hidden infrared LEDs that it uses for night vision, but it also has 6 bright flash LEDs to light up the room or scare off intruders. In the middle, we have the camera, which records footage as high as 1080p at 30 frames per second. Below that, we have the light detection sensor, and on the front of the base, we have the audio detection microphone. There's also 2 status LEDs to let you know that the camera is powered on and connected to Wi-Fi. So like I said, there's a lot of sensors. On the back of the camera, there's 2 rear motion detection sensors, which will switch the camera's focus from one target to another behind it. In the base, we have the speaker, so you can talk through the camera, and we also have the micro USB power port. There's also a micro SD card slot, which it stores all recordings on and saves over the older footage as it fills up. And last, on the bottom, we have the reset button and the WPS button for resetting Wi-Fi. So now let's go over some of the important specs of this camera. And as far as movement is concerned, the Apollo can completely rotate 360 degrees around, and the camera can tilt up and down, so there's pretty much no blind spots for this camera. When it comes to the brains inside the Apollo, it's rocking multi-core CPUs with 256-bit military-grade encryption to make sure your data and files are secure. Alright, now let's get into the brains of the operation, which is handled by the free Amaryllo app. So once you've set up your new camera in the app, you'll be greeted with a screen. And when you click on the top menu in the left corner, you'll be able to see all the cameras added to the app. I only have this one, so that's all that it shows. If you select it, you can access the camera, you can rename it, and you can add a new Wi-Fi network, or you could delete it. So now let's check out the live feed of the camera. The options here are pretty simple, and you can see the live view of what the camera is capturing. And you can even force it to look in specific directions by swiping your finger across the screen. Keep in mind this will disable auto tracking though, which is on by default. In this mode, the camera is only noticing things that grab its attention like movement or sound. Timeline view lets you see a timeline of all the events that the camera has captured, and it lets you scrub through them to jump around. You can also see these events in the notifications section as well. Patrol mode puts the camera into a search pattern, so it's not staying still or waiting for motion detection. When you select Go Home, this returns the camera to the home position that you can set up with the Set Home option. When you engage the Set Home option, you'll be able to set up blockout areas that you want the camera to ignore, which is good for angles that might pick up objects like ceiling fans or other items that might inadvertently grab the camera's attention. Activity zones is basically the opposite. Here you specify the areas you only want to focus on. So if there's like a blind spot among your other cameras, you can tell it to just pay attention to that specific area and not to get distracted with other areas that are being monitored by your other cameras. In the top right corner, you'll also notice the snapshot button, which will let you take a picture of whatever is on the camera at that moment. Okay, so now let's look at some of the app features that really make this biometric camera totally stand out from other security cameras. So there's other cameras on the market that can decipher between like a person and sometimes even pets, but this camera takes it up another notch by adding facial recognition as well. So you can actually program the faces of your family that are regularly around your home so that the camera can tell you who it sees when it sends notifications to the phone. You can set up to 4 faces with the free plan. It's pretty accurate for the most part, at least from a fairly close distance. It can also identify fires as well. Although it's limited to about 20 feet or so, I did notice that sometimes the AI did confuse some lighting as fires, but still, having this type of notification is a plus. Most of these extra types of detection are only available on the paid plans. And speaking of the plans, the included free plan will grant you 24/7 live feed access with real-time activity alerts and real-time in-app multi-view, but it also gives you a 3-day window for snapshot storage. There's paid plans available from $2.99 a month all the way up to $29 a month, which give you the extra detection features and longer windows of time to access your footage. So overall, this is a really sophisticated security camera. There's just so many features that it offers, and there's so many different settings that you can tweak for this camera that I didn't even get a chance to show you all of them because it would just take too long to go through. I think you'll be able to set up this camera to work in almost any scenario that you would need to keep things secure and safe inside your home or wherever you decide to install it. So if you're interested in purchasing this product, I'll have a link down below in the description. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below in the comment section as well, and I'll do my best to get back to you as quickly as possible. If you want to check out some of my other videos, I got 2 clips here you can watch. If you'd like to subscribe to my YouTube channel, make sure you click on my face, and don't forget to ring that bell to be notified of all my new reviews as they drop on my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video review.